Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is triples instead of fives. Well, I'm talking about weight training. I just got back from the gym. I had a great workout there, and I had just seen a nice video from Mark Ripito about kind of recommending the triples instead of fives for aging men. And yeah, I've had these nagging injuries, and I've been noticing that for the last couple of years that I can usually get the 3 reps fairly well on most lifts, but then if I go a little more trying to get to 5, that's where I usually hurt something. So, and truthfully, I've been lifting for so long, and I'm big and a strong guy, and I'm heavy, so I'm very strong. I'm not like power lifter strong, but I'm strong for like the normal guy strong, right? I can lift a lot of weights, and actually I'm a lot stronger now than I've been in quite some time. But when you're stronger, that means the weights you lift are a lot heavier, and the heavier the weights, the more unforgiving they are to your body if you make a mistake, and you get tweaked, and you get hurt, and you get strained, and you get pulled, and you get twisted. And that's why I think that triples might be better for some of you aging men who are trying to weight train in a fairly heavy manner. Because getting to 5 reps is pretty hard. Now, you'll think that 5, well, that really isn't that much, right? It shouldn't take that long to do 5. But it kind of does, because we've all been trained on the 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 reps. And we think when we compare 5 to 12 reps, it shouldn't, the 5 shouldn't take that long at all. We shouldn't be laboring, and our breathing shouldn't be heavy, and we shouldn't be losing our concentration, and our bodies shouldn't be quivering. But that's what I think really is what's happening is you're just, as you're getting older, and you're not in, let's say, great physical condition with an extremely strong heart, that as you do those, as the reps go up, your ability to keep focus and to keep your breathing under control goes way down. So that's why the triples, I'm starting to experiment with them, because I've got like this nagging shoulder injury, I got this nagging elbow injury, sometimes my lower left back hurts, and every time I try to grind out those extra reps, that's the areas that hurt the most after, and then they even hurt during. So like today, I just did 3 reps on my work set of the squat instead of trying to get to 5, because the last time I did 4 reps of 315, and it was really a tough one, that last rep. But today, since my plan was to do to go to triples, I went to 320 and did 3. And the 3 felt great. So let's say the next time I do squats, I should be able to go up to 325 fairly regular. The other problem on the 5s is it's mentally, it's really hard to think of those 5 reps, because they're really grinders. And there's, let's say, regarding the rep ranges, there's value in all the rep ranges at various times in your life. And I totally see the value in the 5s as a strength building amount of reps. And I also see the higher reps, the 6 to 8 to 10 to 12, as a muscle building, because that's, the classic way. The more reps with moderate to high weights, that's usually builds your muscles much better. And then let's say the lower builds them bigger, the bodybuilding, and of course that's good too. But I'm trying to be a happier man, healthy and strong, and I do appreciate how the weights, weight training makes me look, but I also don't want to be hurt all the time and be limited because my elbows are killing me and my shoulders ache and my lower back hurts and my knees are tweaked and my hips hurt. All these things have been happening to me the last couple of years. from weights, from trying to push things around, let's say moving, just living, and just accumulated aches and pains. So I'm thinking that, you know, the triples meaning 3 reps instead of 5 repetitions. You do 3 repetitions. So one is going to have to always be that probably you shouldn't do the ones. The ones you would do would just be maybe your last warm-up set would be a 1 rep, and that's, you know, seems to work good for the big lifts, the bench, the press, the squat, the deadlift. Just do that 1 at your last warm-up, and then that way you make sure you feel good enough to do the bigger weight, your work set, and then you jump in weight, and then you try to do your 3. And of course, if you're not feeling well that day, well, you might get to 1, and then you can rack it and say, I know something's wrong. Or you might get 2, and you might get 3, and then let's say you really feel good, well, then you do 4, and then you do 5. But, you know, if you're continually up in the weight over time, stick to the 3s. You'll hurt. I did the 3 reps, the 320 and the squat, and right now I feel great. It's just maybe 45 minutes after that squat, I did some other things after, and then I drove home. But I'm going to continue to experiment with the triples. Truthfully, the 5s, it's a mental thing. Grinding out 5 reps at these massive weights is really hard on your mind, because you know how hard it is. 3 is a little bit easier mentally, and it's going to tax the 3, we're still going to tax the heck out of your body. It's still going to be a very, very, very heavy weight. It's still going to be multiple reps. It's going to give you the anabolic and hormonal changes that you're wanting. So give that some thought. I think I'll be experimenting with the triples over the next number of months. This is December. It's getting up close to Christmas, so it'll be the winter months, and I'll be experimenting with the triples, with the big weights, and trying to avoid the injuries, trying to build my strength, trying to feel good and look good and all of that. So all for now.